everybody, welcome back to the Emma McCarthy YouTube channel. You guys may remember that I released a single called Petty, and as part of the release of Petty we did a YouTube video called Petty Stories. Now that video was called Petty Stories Part 1 because I knew that there was always going to be at least a Part 2, and Part 2 is today. Last time I looked at BuzzFeed, and I think we looked at another online article, and we also had some Discord users put in their own examples where they've been petty. But today, let's talk about celebrities. Celebrities always seem to have so much drama and pettiness within their own circles, their own industries, their exes and stuff. So I thought we would take a look at some of the most petty moments in the celebrity world. Let's go! Time to fill you with all the tea. I actually did do some research for this video, so I did make a list of all the stories I could find, did a little research on the things I want to talk about. So let's begin. So a lot of these have been taken from, once again, BuzzFeed. So celebrity divorces can get really messy, and one of the queens of this is Miss Christmas herself, Miss Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey was with a guy called James Packer, and when her and James separated, she requested $50 million for a fee. And do you know what that fee was? It was a inconvenience fee. That was it. Nothing to do with who owns various property or expensive objects or anything. It was literally, you owe me, let me check. Yeah, it was $50 million for inconvenience. If I could request £50 million from anyone who has inconvenienced my life, I'd be so minted by now. It does say that it is unclear whether he actually paid it, but it is confirmed she did indeed keep her ring, and the ring alone was worth $10 million. She also got a multi-million-dollar settlement fee, so the girl came out absolutely minted. And every Christmas she also gets a healthy paycheck as well. Now Miss Mariah also has done her own novel. No, what's it called? Not a novel. Like a biography, autobiography. Like a memoir. Yes, a memoir. She's done a memoir, and in the memoir she actually does not address Packer. She doesn't talk about him. Does not talk about James Packer in the slightest, and she says, and I quote, that she only talked about relationships that mattered. The only thing I don't know, which I'm going to do a little bit of research for right now, the only thing I don't know is how long they were together. So let's have a look. James Packer and Mariah Carey. Let's see if they were together actually that long. They started dating in 2015. Got engaged in January 16 and split in October 2016. So it was quite a short-lived period, I suppose. But to not mention him in the memoir, not mention him in the memoir is, and just quote relationships that mattered, is a little bit cruel considering they were engaged. Who is next on my list? Who is next? Moving on to another female musician, Lana Del Ray released an album, and when she released the album, she decided to do some promotion for it in the form of a billboard. And she did one singular billboard, and that billboard was in her ex's hometown. I love that level of petty. I aspire to be that level of petty. I might even use that when I'm a big famous pop princess. I might promote my next single or my next album or a tour or something in my ex's hometown, because that's just brilliant. It's also really clever as well, because there's almost 2 lots of marketing. She's only had to pay once for one billboard in her ex's hometown, but then it's gonna cause a bit of social media commotion that, oh my god, she's put it in her ex's hometown, this is crazy. And that social media traction is gonna be natural organic promo that she didn't even pay for. She just did a petty movement, and that petty action has now got her even more promo. So very smart thinking, Miss Lana Del Ray. Oh, she also announced the album and released the title track on his birthday as well. This is why I wrote petty, because I think there's some really funny examples of people being petty. It's not being horrible. There's a difference between being nasty and being petty. And this is just petty. Like, she's not insulted him. She's not done anything wrong. She's just like, here's a billboard in your hometown. Here's me announcing an album on your birthday. It's brilliant. That is the tea. This next one was on the BuzzFeed article, but I already had in my mind that I wanted to talk about it because it's one that I've known for a while and thought, wow, that's really petty. And that is Miley Cyrus, and specifically in relation to her single Flowers. Flowers was a huge song as soon as it was released. It's been charting, I'm pretty sure it's won awards and everything, but there is some little really petty things about this song. There is a lot of influences from Bruno Mars's When I Was Your Man, however it wasn't a strong enough link, so they're technically not co-writing credits. The whole song basically does feel a bit like the Bruno Mars song, but it's just a different slant on it. The whole point of it is basically, I can love myself. I don't need you to buy me flowers. I don't need you to want to hold my hand. I have myself. And people are saying that it's alleged that it is basically a massive dig at her ex, Liam Hemsworth. And there is some incredibly petty action she has done in relation to the song. Firstly, just like Lana Del Ray, she actually released it on Liam Hemsworth's birthday. She has a music video for this, which is filmed at a house. And this is the house where he apparently cheated on her with 14 different girls, I believe. So she's now gone back to that house and filmed her own music video, basically a massive FU to him. There's also speculation as well that Liam Hemsworth has previously dedicated When I Was Your Man to her. I don't have any context for this. I don't know whether it was at a wedding or it was like their favourite song as a couple or anything, but there is rumours that, yeah, it was basically a very relatable song for them. Not relatable, a very relevant song for them both. And she's come along, made it her own, and just swept the charts with it. And good on her if he's a cheater. Just a reminder for this video that some of this is alleged stuff and not confirmed stuff, but believe what you want to believe. And another reminder that the whole reason we're doing this video and talking about petty stories is because of my single petty, so make sure that when this YouTube video is finished, you go stream it. Thank you. There's a common theme here of all the petty stories I was finding is basically strong females in music. And here is another strong female in the music world, Taylor Swift. Now I'm going to read this one because I didn't know this one until I saw this on this BuzzFeed article. Now what Taylor Swift has done, which is particularly petty, is she in 2013 did a Grammys performance. And during the Grammys performance, she decided to mock her ex. And her ex, you may have heard of him, it's only Harry Styles. The song she was performing at the Grammys was We Are Never Getting Back Together. And there is a little bridge bit in We Are Never Getting Back Together where she's basically talking. So he calls me up and he's like, I still love you. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm busy opening up the Grammys. So there is two levels of pettiness here. The first is a lot lighter. The first is the fact that she's actually mentioned I'm opening up for the Grammys. It's like a hair toss moment. It's like, oh, sorry, I'm busy opening for the Grammys. Oh. Secondly, when the metaphorical boy who she's talking about in the song, when he says, so he calls me up and he's like, I still love you. When she said that bit of the song, she did it in a British accent. And Taylor Swift is not a Brit, she is an American girly. Harry Styles, however, is a Brit. So she has mocked his British accent, rumour has, and said in a very posh British accent, he called me up and he's like, I still love you. And people are going crazy, going like, oh my God, is that a dig at Harry Styles? I don't think it was ever confirmed whether it was or wasn't, but it's still funny to think about. It probably was. This is a slight tangent, but how she says the whole, sorry, I'm busy opening for the Grammys is generally how I do one of my songs. Not for the Grammys. I've not done the Grammys. Not yet. Manifest, people. I have a song called Not You, and I always change that to basically say something like when I did my headline gig, I changed the last two lines of it, and I was like, your jokes were never that funny. I can't talk right now. I'm busy headlining the Sunny. So I always like to change them two lines. I've done it when I've supported Better Joy. That one I think was something like, you're just an immature boy. I can't talk right now. I'm busy supporting Better Joy. So what can I say? I've done a little Taylor Swift move myself. I did this before I knew that she did this, by the way. I'm not trying to like steal her thunder or steal her thunder. I'm not trying to steal her idea and do that. But moving on, let's move on. I forgot about this one. This one's good. So this one was at the 2017 VMA Awards, and this one doesn't actually involve boys and exes or anything. This involves ex-group members. This was when Fifth Harmony were performing at the VMAs, but this was Fifth Harmony after they had parted ways with Camila Cabello. Camila Cabello was a member in Fifth Harmony. I think she then left. I don't think she got kicked out. I assume she then left. Wait, let me check. Yeah, so she left the band on her own terms to pursue her own solo music, which is arguably going well for her. She's had chart hits. She seems to be a really prominent figure in the music scene, so it clearly paid off for her. However, when she did leave Fifth Harmony, I don't think it went down particularly well with the rest of Fifth Harmony. So they're at the VMAs and they're doing this performance, and they're starting on this sort of like stand thing, like staging, and all four of them are there. Well, all four of them are there, and there's a fifth member in the middle of the four who are currently in it. And they basically just yank this fifth person off the stage. They're just like, bye. And it's not Camilla, but It feels very deliberate. I mean, they've just lost a member and they're now doing a performance as a 4 with a 5th person on the stage, and then they basically just chuck them off the stage. It's so clear that it is about Camille Cabello. It's obvious. It's blatantly clear that it was a dig at her. But dig all they want. As I say, Camille, she's off doing her own solo stuff now. It's just absolutely savage though. It's so funny. I don't know if this one's petty, but it's at least dramatic, that's for sure. Naya Rivera, oh, I used to love her so much. She is a star in Glee who unfortunately passed away really young. But anyway, she actually has released a memoir. I've actually said it right this time. Oh my gosh, I've always dropped my iPad into my cup of tea. And she makes a little dig at Ariana Grande. This was when Niall was with Big Sean and they were engaged, and she writes in her memoir, "We've been fighting for 5 straight days while he was travelling, and then on the one day he was back in LA, he said he didn't want to see me. Well, asshole, I've got a key to your house. I walk in, go downstairs, and guess what little girl is sitting cross-legged on the couch listening to music? It rhymes with Shamariana Shmande." She also then claims that she learned that she was breaking up with Big Sean via the internet. As in, she saw publications about her breakup before they'd even had a chat about breaking up. So it was basically news to her, which is crazy. It's not the first time Ariana's been involved in a little bit of drama as well. There was the whole Wicked scandal. So that is where she went into Wicked and she had a partner, and Ethan Slater is also in Wicked and he had a partner, and fairly recently into filming Wicked had a child with that partner, as in the child was born not that long before he started filming Wicked, sorry. And then they fell in love on set and are, I believe, still together to this day. But that got her a lot of heat in the press because they were saying, well, you've both had partners and you've both obviously clearly got quite close on the Wicked set. People were very angry, specifically with Ariana, because she broke up this marriage. There's a child involved and things. And what's crazy is I remember reading that they would hang out together on set. So Ethan's wife would come down and would hang out with Ariana and they'd all be together, and then next thing you know, they're doing their thing. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what thing they're yeah, having a flourishing relationship. But yeah, it's all, the vibes are slightly weird. Slightly peculiar vibes. Anyway, the last one we are going to talk about today is going to be from one of my favourite artists, Miss Tate McRae, and this one is very relevant. Tate released a song at the back end of 2025, so literally less than 6 months ago, called Tit for Tat, and this is a clear clapback at her ex, Kid Laroi. I say ex, I think technically there has been no actual solid confirmation they've broken up, but putting a lot of various pieces together, it seems like they have ended things. Arguably, this actually starts with Kid Laroi, who released a song called Coldplay, and a line in Coldplay was, "Who was I to think that I could fix you, baby?" And the whole hooky chorus is basically like, fix you, fix you, fix you. It's really, yeah, emphasis on this whole fix you idea. Now, let me read you a pre-chorus from Tate McRae's Tit for Tat. Let's go song for song, let's go back to back. Fix your fucking self, kiss my ass for that. So she has, in these lyrics, basically nicked the whole point of Kid Laroi's lyrics. He said, "I wish I could fix you." And she's like, fix who? Go and fix yourself. Like, you didn't need to fix me. Like, fix yourself, kiss my lower area for that. Yeah, I said it in a lot more non-PG way, but I don't want to get cancelled on YouTube. Even the whole rest of the song though is crazy. What's really weird is the chorus. Thought I might love you again, see how I feel now that you're acting like that. I never will. Last night she answered my call. That sealed the deal. There's a lot of emphasis. The fact it's the chorus and it's repeated a few times on this. Last night she answered my call. Everyone's like, who is she? What was the call? Is this another girl? Like, what? There is definitely some tea that needs to be spilled. Another thing that's really clever about this song is Kid Laroi's singles and songs on his albums and stuff, he always capitalizes them. So if you look at his songs on Spotify, whatever, it's all capitalized. Tate McRae doesn't do that. She's never capitalized her songs. Apart from now. Tit for Tat on Tate McRae's music platforms is capitalized. None of the rest of her songs are. All of Kid Laroi's songs are. It's so clear that the capitalization is also a direct dig at him. I don't wish breakups on anybody. There are horrible things to wish for and you shouldn't be thankful for a breakup either, but if breaking up with Kid Laroi means that we get the absolute banger that is tit for tat, then I'm very glad that that breakup has happened. Anyway guys, I think we will leave it there. Let me know if you want to do a Petty Stories part 3. I'm sure I will always be able to find more and more petty stories. And remember, the whole reason we are doing this YouTube video is there's a little cheeky promo for Petty. So don't be a petty person yourself. If you watch this video and support my YouTube and my music and you don't go and stream Petty right now, then I'm just gonna cry. I'm just gonna be really sad. There is so much more music coming this year, guys. I can't wait for you to hear it. There's also going to be so much more content over here on YouTube too. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, you hit that like button, and you go and stream Petty. Thank you all so much. Love you all. Goodbye.